Penny's an asset to our counseling team. I refer to her as my co-therapist. There's really a lot of different ways that she helps with clients, and it just depends on the client's particular constellation of issues. It can range from just getting people in the office when we're working with victims of trauma, often because of the PTSD and anxiety and depression that go along with what they've been through. It's hard just to come. It's scary knowing that they're coming in to talk about these things that are really uncomfortable. So if they have the additional incentive of spending time with Penny, it increases their ability to show up and have a reason that's more positive to come to the center. She decreases anxiety. I think she acts as what we call a grounding technique. So a lot of times if you don't have something like Penny in the room, you have to figure out ways of keeping the client really rooted in the room, even though they're going back into a lot of trauma history that can be very destabilizing. So if while they're going into their trauma history, they're able to pet her and to be interacting with her in that way, it keeps them grounded in the present in a way that makes trauma work less threatening. When people hear that we have this at our center, it's a huge benefit. For a lot of people, even just having, certainly my job is to be, completely non-judgmental, of course, and supportive, but it is clearly that way with the dog, right? They know that the dog can't judge them. They know that the dog has no hesitation to love them over the choices that they've made or anything like that. So I think having that kind of presence in the room just makes people a little bit more emotionally available. There's a lot of people that are very interested in having her in the room with us. I think certainly this is a really important supportive technique. It doesn't take the place of classical supportive counseling, but it can be a really strong component. It can increase the person's ability to move more quickly through therapeutic services. Sometimes, especially for people who have some social anxiety and aren't able to make eye contact with me or talk to me through what's been going on with them in a toxic, abusive relationship, they're able to make the eye contact with Penny. It gives them something to do with their hands and with their eyes, and it takes the pressure off of the direct kind of therapeutic alliance with me. Some people really benefit from that one-on-one contact with a professional, and other people need kind of a buffer, and she is very good at that. She's very good at remaining present with them throughout whatever emotional issues they're working through in session. That I often use with Penny is clients can learn about how they're perceived by others by how the animal reacts to them. So for example, if a client is getting more verbally escalated and kind of anxious talking through things, they might not even realize that. But I can say, look, Penny had been sitting right next to you, you were talking about some things, and she has since moved away from you. Why do you think that is? And they're able to gain a lot more sort of personal understanding of how they come across emotionally when interacting with others based on how they're interacting with Penny in the office. I think moving forward, she'll be working with even more clients. We're going to increase her days here. And in addition to that, we're going to be bringing her into a group setting, I think, as well. The more that we utilize her, the more she's here around the office, the more other clients see her, and their interest is piqued about how she can be helpful in session with them too.